You just have to decide that this is what you're doing and you're sticking to it no matter how it goes, because that's what it's going to take, is for you to stick through it past these hard points. If you don't believe in it, then the second things get hard, it's going to be an excuse for you to just drop it and let it go. Does that make sense? So you have to believe that this is going to work for you, or you're not going to look for the solutions necessary to actually push through the hardest parts of this business, or being in business in general. And so to touch on one of her points, she said, can I talk a little bit more about the small jobs I did before starting out, when I was starting out? And she imagines that Google ads and insurance and business license and all of that stuff didn't come right off the bat. You're absolutely right. It did not. I didn't care to be legal. I was trying to eat. I was trying to survive. So it didn't matter if I had insurance or if I had a business license. I didn't care about that. I didn't care. I was trying to get money to eat, and I knew that I was willing to do what other people weren't willing to do in order to make money so that I can feed my family. So if that meant scrubbing a toilet, then that meant I was scrubbing a toilet. I obviously knew how to price my services correctly, so and I thought about pricing like an actual business from the beginning, because that was my entire idea. From the beginning, I didn't have anything. My very first job was for a contractor who wanted us to do some post-construction cleaning for a wet seal that they were building in the mall 8 or 9 years ago. But that store isn't even in the Alderwood Mall anymore. But when it first opened up, we were the crew that came in after the construction company to clean it. And the job paid maybe $250. They wanted me to have liability insurance. At the time, I had no liability insurance. I didn't even have a business license. So what I had to do was I had to convince them to get me paid for the job up front, and so that I can go and shop around for liability insurance. And of course, at that point, I'm thinking liability insurance was going to cost me more than the job was even going to pay me, but I was wrong. Insurance doesn't actually cost that much. So I was actually able to use $50, $60, $75 out of the $250 that the job was in total, and get insurance to send them, so that we can continue to do business. So you don't always have to start out with things.